walls are looming, keep caving in on us. The waves keep forming, keep crashing in my thoughts. When the time's right, we're gonna get all that's good. When the time's right, oh, when the time's right. Get inside the stream that we've always had. Oh, 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 gotta get inside that dream where it's all said. When the time is right, gotta get inside the stream when the time is right. We're stranded and beaten, reaching for helping hands. We may be defeated, but we'll see the make amends. When the time's right, we're gonna get all that's good. Yeah, when the time's right, oh, when the time's right. Get inside this dream that we've always had. Oh, 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 gotta get inside that dream where it's all said. When the time is right, we're gonna get all that's good. We're gonna get all that's good. Get inside this dream that we've always had. Oh, 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 gotta get inside that dream where it's all said. When the time is right, oh, when the time is right, we're stranded and beaten, nothing left to do. Stranded and beaten, waiting to see this through.
Well, that's a way to get a stream kicked off right there with a level 3 hype train. Couple people re-subscribing, and that's enough to kick us off, and a few more people chipping in some cheers here and there, and we got us a nice little choo-choo to get things going here. Thank you kindly for that, friends. Welcome back to week 19 of the Coalescence Act 5 here at Roleplaying Unlimited. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where the Great Plains begin. And I was promised a substantial bit of RP tonight, so I am looking forward to just chilling out. But if history is any indication, I'm likely to be in the 20 questions mode as everybody tries to get any and all info that they can out of our friendly little NPC right here. Thank you for that extra cheer there, Katie. Hope you're having a great evening, my friend. Much love. Alright, let's go see what's going on in the chat right here. I mean, what if it's something like this right here? I mean, that's one way to get a little vocal rest right there. Thank you kindly, friends. Level 3, 19% hype train. Gonna get some new emojis incoming here very soon. What do we got? What do we got? Gimme that emote. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's right. Oh boy, what's going on here? Got a friend who's trying to get in touch with me right now, and I'm like, I'm live on Twitch, dude. Come join the party. He thinks he'll be a distraction. He doesn't know that we have all kinds of chit-chat and stuff going on at any given point during a live game here at Roleplaying Unlimited.
What's about to happen is gonna be hard
There
to
it
watch.
Alright, who's missing? Who's not here?
Your mother.
I mean,
Wow.
good.
How bad?
I guess
It's-
Terry. Yeah,
There
there
she
she
is.
is.
They're there.
Oopsie, I forgot that part.
Just sitting there with their headset on, like, why can't I hear anybody?
I was the Twitch stream. I'm like,
I mean,
heard
I'm
everything.
starting. I mean, if the way that keeps happening, I'm starting to think it maybe not be so much Brad's fault about the oil slick right there. He might have been trying
Oh
to
my
tell her,
gosh!
and she just
I can't
wasn't
believe
on
you
headset.
went there.
Do
Right
not
into it.
Continue
I am
that.
glad you said that.
That's messed up, man.
Those are fighting words.
It really is.
He's just gonna go right into it. The gloves are off. All right, let's get back onto the area map. We finished our combat, and we met a rather interesting person riding on the
Oh,
back
that's
of a dragon-like creature here, of all things. Some dude named Torkarl Dulier may have some relevance to our existing storyline, particularly those of you who recognize the last name. And then thinking that she's getting away with everything scot-free way up here. Oh, I see you. Sneaking around back there by the picnic area, the break area. Everything looks really nice out here for an apocalyptic setting.
I was just looking for a place to have a nice picnic lunch.
Like,
Picnic?
A piglet picnic.
yeah, that's
That's when you bring the prosciutto and like the tiny cheese knives and like the fancy crackers. Like you try to class it up because you know even though there's gonna be ants
And the mustard.
itchy grass. Yeah. You bring the Dijon. You try and class it up a little bit. So I will let's let Terry take the first little bit right here since she's by herself and she if she's continuing in the same direction, she's about to find something here pretty quickly that may be worthwhile to know and worthwhile information to report back to the party.
Okay. All right. Now I don't know which way I want to continue after that comment. But maybe I'll just...
Just a reminder,
here and
the
look through the
exterior of the
street.
building is covered in a wall of force, even though it's not entirely visible. It is it's an obvious sheen. Oh, she's going this way now. Screw what was over there.
Whoop!
Oh, there's something. Can make out a couple traffic lanes there leading into a recessed area, which for those familiar with such a setting would immediately identify as a parking garage. This is not something you would immediately identify as anything, however, but nevertheless it is there hovering in a congealed mass.
Figure that out.
Right in the area, and right in the front of the parking garage area.
Ooh, a door. So does this look friendly? Can I roll anything to figure out anything about this thing?
You can roll an Arcana check. Oh, let's see. Arcana check, 19. You're inclined to believe this is some kind of construct, almost like a golem, but instead of being assembled from a valuable material or even just the remains of some combined sacks of flesh, this appears to be entirely constructed of magical energy.
Well, that's interesting. So is it good magical energy or bad magical energy?
That as yet remains unseen, but you are pretty sure it's aware of you with all of the eyes that it's training on your position.
Great, great. All right, well. Ugh. Okay. I think I want to go get back up. Maybe sneak away.
Very well. It
But,
watches
I mean,
you,
it
does
sees
not
me.
pursue.
Okay, okay. I don't remember where I came from.
Oh, that's all right. Follow the hazy areas that are obscured. That should help you find your way back. And while you do that, we'll head back over here to the dwarf who is riding on the back of this mighty blue worm. And we were in the midst of some conversation, namely involving the haunted spirits and the ghost ship on the river. He had introduced himself, and that was where we concluded last week's session, so I will leave it to you to pick up from there before I bring anything in from him.
Quick clarification. Justin, you have the comprehend languages spell up, right?
Correct, because when you started speaking Dwarven, I casted it.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to double check to make sure I remembered that correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talking Dwarvish and say, yes, we did defeat the ship, which is supposedly our companions now. Your father used to travel with us, but he unfortunately sacrificed himself and the last.
he
battle.
just breaks into laughter. You. That is a hell of a segue, my friend. You defeated the ghosts on the river that have plagued our lands some 20 years. And then, in the same sentence, in the same breath, you mention the name, not even the specific name, the general relation of someone I've not seen in even longer a span of time. May I ask where it is you obtained your sense of humor?
More of just the moral standing of giving you good news versus the bad news.
Good news? You think hearing anything about that wretched bastard is good news?
I was referring to the ghosts.
Do tell more about the ghosts. Why do you suspect they attacked you? How is it that you defeated them? And you... Did you say the ship is now yours?
Celeste, you drew the card, right? Or was it, or was it
Vale,
Zara?
No, it's me. Vale, are you translating all of this, or are we standing here with absolutely no idea what's happening?
He is translating it. He's not like going like immediately like boom, boom, boom. He's like listening to what Silkus is saying to this guy and kind of like giving him a look like, what the fuck are you saying to this guy? Like, he obviously has opinions about Silkus's manners, but he is translating what he is saying.
Fair enough.
Look, when you lead the wizard up to the only one who knows the fucking language, okay?
Yeah, it was me that drew that card. So what are you asking Celeste? Because she's kind of lost in all of this right now.
Speaking of which, Terry, go ahead and do your card draw there. I think I got all the bad ones out of there.
Do we want to continue, or wait until after? Oh, god damn it.
Oh, the fucking comet! That's a brutal one to get. That's almost karmic equalization for the sun card.
What?
You have to
Man.
defeat the next encounter completely by yourself if you want to take the level up.
Yeah, it is
That's
a
all
guaranteed
that
level
is.
up
Yep.
if you defeat the next encounter all by yourself.
Encounter being anything encounter?
It can
Anything
be.
deemed as fighting as a hostile thing, I think. I don't know.
If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level. Otherwise, this card has no effect.
Damn.
Yeah, we've had
And
2 of
frickin'
those
Jackson.
drawn. One of them worked out pretty well because we had kind of a scattered series of encounters, and one of them was literally just one monster that this character was able to take care of. The other was a literal horde of 200-something Class Ds and Cs mixed, and the one character who drew the comic card was like, yeah, I don't think I can do that, / I'm not going to try and solo a horde for the entire session while everybody else twiddles their thumbs.
Alright, so let me go back to this eyeball thing and get my eyeball pokers out. I'm just kidding.
Seems like a mirror
Okay.
might do the trick against that thing. Oh my god, I'm hideous!
So,
You know,
I'll,
do you
I'll,
have-
I'll s- sorry, good. So I'll change back to English, and then I'll turn around to Celeste and say, how was it that you acquired this ship again? You mentioned something about it being a new base of sort.
It's a good question. One that I don't know that I fully know the answer to in game. But I do know when I saw the ship that I had a flash of some kind, and obviously when I landed on it and it became a little more real, I realized that somehow it is mine. However, I'm not sure we should be just telling this information to anyone we meet on these streets.
You guys are speaking this in English?
Yeah. I
Yes,
don't
in
think I
English.
understand understands it still, whatever.
Yeah, he
I'm
does
sorry.
seem to be following you along with some degree of understanding. He's not like interrupting, like, excuse me, I can understand you. He's like just seemingly just following along, like, yeah, this is natural. They're speaking in something more comfortable to them. But when it comes up that maybe we shouldn't be telling anybody this, he's like, oh, sorry, I'm here.
Yeah, well, I know Silkus already kind of spilled it, so whatever.
Okay, this is weird. My sight just completely went out and I cannot see anything.
Yeah,
That's
I
good
don't
news.
see your token on
Yeah,
the
your
screen.
token disappeared. That's why.
I'll replace it. Okay.
Yeah, just drag it
I
back
don't know
down
why
to
it
the
just
southeast
disappeared, but-
area. Oh, look at that, almost right where we're supposed to be.
Well, because I could still see the health bar of my dragon for whatever reason.
Well, that makes one of us.
Alright. I'll just turn back around, back to look at the,
I look at poor
Okay.
Carl.
Torquil.
Hey, do you speak other languages other than Dwarven?
I do speak the native tongue of this land. I suppose both of them, both English and Common.
Very good. Lucas and myself were the only ones who could understand your Dwarven. If it is okay with you, can we switch to Common or English then?
It is acceptable. It is not as eloquent a language, but I can make exceptions for usefulness' sake.
It would be a little easier on the communication side, yes.
Fair enough. Would you mind removing your wormling from the hood of that vehicle right there? I'm not certain if it is yet potty trained.
Be honest, I don't. I only acquired this a few days ago, but yes, I will.
It still has shell clinging to its scales.
Are you
Yeah,
claiming
this-
ownership of the vehicle?
It is not mine. It belongs to one of... He gestures to one of the several people that are gathering around the windows here, just watching all of this go down. It belongs to her over there, and I know she is quite particular about the cleanliness of her mode of transport.
Also, I understand the wall of protection, but may I ask what everyone is huddled inside for, if it's not just for protection-wise?
That is purely its intention. What else would we have need for in this environment? Protection ensures survivability.
It was more of just curiosity. It may have been meeting or planning of some sort. I was just merely curious.
I am not certain what you are getting at.
I don't either. I wonder why people would be inside a building. Ever. Really? Kind of look at Silkus like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Maybe he's had a little too much Maui Wowie.
If I may change the direction of the conversation slightly here, you seem to have recognition of what we called the ghost ship earlier.
Yes.
I'm still on it.
That ship has haunted the shores of these waterways for some 25 years, and quite a long time before that, as I understand. The local legends indicate it to be over a century old, so the fact that you have arrived and seemingly ended this century and a half legend is no small feat.
And how long have you personally been in this land?
Interesting query. I will answer if you will do the same. For me, it has been 24 grueling years.
Well,
I would care to.
I can say that I recently arrived, myself and my companion Micah, and these individuals here were in the same location that we came upon, and we have banded together for survival, as I'm sure you are familiar with such circumstances.
You sound a lot like my father, but you look nothing like him.
That's funny.
2 weeks.
I love that. That's my favorite line.
Is that like accurate? Have we been here for like 2 weeks? Or...
In this version of the coalescence, you guys are like on day 3.
Okay.
In the previous iteration, which was very much the same intergalactic zombie apocalypse, probably about 4 months.
I see Skull Crusher and I just stare at him.
Y'all left me on the boat. I'm exploring.
Technically, I picked you up and carried you, but you didn't move your token.
Looked like a nice corner.
Well, Mr. Torcarl, it is a pleasure to meet you and the other individuals here. You seem to have secured a very defensible spot for yourselves, and it certainly looks a lot better than many of the buildings I have seen since I have arrived in this city.
It did not come easily. This place did not always look as clean and as fortified as it does now. We have only recently begun establishing community with nearby enclaves. Hence the need for transportation and going back to the ways of diplomacy and etiquette.
If it's not too much of a personal question, may I ask, was this your first settlement, or have you guys recently came here?
This has pretty much always been it, if not necessarily this building, this section of the city. Have you come across other enclaves in your travels?
We're just recently finding more after the fog decided to invade us. But before then, we've found several of encampments, we'll say.
Have you come across the Lincoln Park settlement of yet?
Not being from Earth. I don't know what you are referring to.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Ah!
Fuck off.
Yes.
It is a settlement to the north, in one of the more verdant areas of the realm. It can take as much as a day or more to make your way there. I wasn't certain from which direction you traveled. And for you guys came from the northwest-ish, and he's saying this is pretty much due north, so that's like an entirely unknown region.
Does he seem trustworthy?
Insight question mark?
I think at this point, given what happened with the Yuuzhan Vong merchants, everybody's trust is suspect upon immediately meeting them. I think trust will be earned. We can certainly check insight checks in that respect, but for the most part, I think we're going to be starting off behind the 8-ball.
Well, that's kind of the funny thing. For Vale, I didn't really meet the merchants. I don't feel like I was betrayed by the merchants, so I'm not as jaded as everybody else, I would think.
Oh, that's handy.
Do we at this point know what happened, or do we just know that our stuff lost power?
It would be the latter, actually. We've not yet tried to summon the merchant to this table. I think it was only one of the 6 tables that has done so.
It was still only the Sunday night crew. Yeah.
Stew crew.
The stew crew.
I just thought I bought a bad bow and it exploded.
I mean, I know Celeste had her own trust issues, but that kind of goes beyond everything else, so.
Torkarl asks if any in your group have been keeping a map of the region. We've not yet established that in game, but it is a somewhat common practice for most experienced adventuring parties, so I will let you respond to that as makes sense to you.
No. I didn't even know to leave the boat. No map.
Is he speaking
I would
for all
think
of you?
Silkus would have a man.
What makes you think he has a map? He doesn't do anything. He won't
I
even wear
quite
the
literally
goddamn
just did all the
sombrero.
talk. I quite literally just did all the talking for the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you completely screwed the pooch on that one.
I never said I was good at it.
Well, maybe you should let somebody who is do it instead.
I mean, there's a reason Bale piped up when he did, but he was like, I don't know any of this information to fucking be part of this conversation.
I think everybody in this party can summon the merchant if they so wish, so
Yep.
that is
Just
indeed
the
a possibility.
Epic crew, yeah.
If nobody has been keeping a
summon the
map,
merchant.
I mean, at the very least, he will drag out a piece of parchment that he has tucked away in his possessions, and he's going to draw out something rather crude, which basically is just kind of covering. And this is entirely up to you. He might be trying to suss something out of you. Your insight is kind of telling you that he's not presenting himself as anything other than he is, but what he is not that easy of a read. Surviving in this kind of environment for a quarter century is bound to take its toll on anybody, and the lines between good and bad can become a little blurred at times. Some of our characters have already had to discover that just in the few months that we've been in this setting, so following our thoughts through to conclusion on that, we're kind of coming up with all manner of things as to who this person could be. We knew who his dad was, but we don't necessarily know much about Torkarl himself. And thus, when he breaks out the piece of parchment and he starts sketching this area of the map here, where we are currently located, he then asks, "From where do you hail?"
Did y'all notice there's a dragon here?
Oh my god.
Skull Crusher.
Did you finally get off the boat?
Yeah.
No, I think he just finally opened his eyes.
Both of you are just okay.
Do I need to roll animal handling?
I think you need to.
If
roll
you
a sight
approach
check.
the Drake creature, Torkarl will look in your direction. I would recommend against that. He eats strangers.
Unless you're
Hey,
wearing
me
a
too.
sombrero.
He is friendly to those who celebrate Cinco de Mayo. He's part Mexican.
I'll reach in my bag.
Oh, see, well now you're just pretending the part. If you were authentic, you would have come wearing it in the first place.
I only have so many attunement slots, okay, dude?
Well, what are you wearing on your head when the sombrero's not there?
Hold on. Checks inventory
Nothing.
for
My
tequila.
hair.
My hair. Well, hey, you bastard. Diego, what's going on? Yeah, it was a very short hype train. We had a level 3 hit right there. Super cool stuff. Had a couple of resubscriptions. hit within that 5-minute window, and it opened up a brief little hype train. Good stuff. Much love. We can go back to the other screen, but he's about to show you where Lincoln Park is on this map. He just also wants to show you, or he's trying to get out of you where your base is as well, so he can kind of supposedly draw a map connecting all of this for you.
Yeah, Vale will also just to say again, yeah, I recently arrived here. I kind of point to the area I was in when I fucking came in. So I can't tell you much, I'm afraid. If I had a map of my home world, I could show you much more. I'm very well traveled there.
Celeste is just gonna point to the ship that she just got.
You rode in on the ghost ship?
Not
I
exactly.
rode in on the ghost ship. You mean I didn't have to row?
You do not.
They lied to me.
He kind of looks around, not getting any response, and he shrugs. I understand. At the very least, if you come across these people, perhaps you will be able to avoid any unpleasantness.
The candlestick people, right?
Are you claiming them to be possible allies, or enemies, or to be seen?
I have only recently begun trades with them, but they are capable and reliable folk. I cannot speak to their motivations or the temperament. I have not yet gotten to know them on that intimate level, but we have established relations to where we can at least trade for some common goods. They have access to clean water and clean fish up in that area, for instance. And the streets and highways, while still largely blocked between here and there, we have cleared substantial sections of that road. So at the very least, we can see here on the map where eventually that road that we can kind of get a little peek of here, and a little bit of the traffic jam here starting to bend up to the north, that will supposedly connect all the way up here to Lincoln Park, another outpost, which is part of what all of our groups are out here trying to do. We're trying to find other communities that are sustainable, that are active, that are fending off the undead hordes, and see if we can establish some kind of alliance.
Any idea of what we may come across on a journey in that direction?
You can expect a great many of the undead on the more congested roads. The more open roads, you'll still see them, but if speed is your friend, you ought to be able to bypass them entirely. And if you would be so inclined to help clear some of those sections of road on your passage, that could be of benefit to everybody who calls these lands home. And while you're discussing there, Zara summons the merchant, which brings a large basketball-sized lump of flesh that just onto the cement right there at her feet.
Yeah. Who are you?
World? This
And
happened.
the fleshy ball begins to morph and turn inward upon itself, revealing a very misshapen, horned face that kind of struggles to look around. It looks like it's trying to lean back so as to look up at all of you since it's on the ground right now. And it just looks at the assortment of you. Ah, hello. You may not know of me, but I am most certainly being in the knowing of each of you. I am known as the Merchant Meridian, from far away in a different galaxy entirely. I do apologize for the deception as pertains to the items you have procured. We were not entirely forthright on the limited usage of such items, but you cannot disagree that such deals were made and such conveniences were had, and as you know in life, all good things come to end. I like to offer you reassurances that your Beskar donations, that the gold and gems and jewels you have obtained have helped my people rebuild their world, have rebuilt an entire society. You see, without any of you, we would not be in the position that we are in today. I thank each of you from the bottom of Meridian's heart. And
Who are your people?
The ball starts to slowly warp back in on itself before a little eyeball pops out from, like, within. Yes, we are known as the Yuzhan Vong, but of course you have heard of us.
Bill raises his hand. I haven't.
Oh, this is okay. You will. You will, friends. Best of
Was
luck
that
to you
a
out there.
threat?
Stab it.
I really want to stab it.
It folds back in on itself.
Like it's gone. It looked like a ball of flesh again.
Correct.
That was really dissatisfying.
I just look at the rest of you and I'm like, you guys want me to light it on fire?
I take it that's not normal?
No. Not in the slightest.
Maybe Skullcrack.
I'll be happy to.
If Vale just like looks at Torkoal who's watching all this and just kind of shrugs like, I don't know, man.
Ah. So Zara looks at everybody and just kind of puts her hands up in the air in frustration. She's like, so we've been lied to this whole time.
Looks like it.
Torkarl watches this
Hey, we're back
exchange
to
go
it.
down. Is that? I'm sorry, what was that?
I just look back up at him and I'm like, as far as I know, and as what I can take away from this, it's our merchants going completely rogue on us.
If you wouldn't mind, I think my companions and I should probably go figure some things out down by the ship, perhaps.
This store's locked.
The entire facility has a wall of force protecting it, so there is no obvious way to gain access to the building. All of the doors should be locked in that respect.
But I figure all these tables, there's got to be food around.
The windows aren't locked.
I am this close to using Vortex Warp to keep him on a leash.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Oh my god. Will you guys follow me if I start walking to the ship?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking for a single minor enemy. If anybody sees one, could you please let me know?
I can't gain entrance to this kitchen.
Vale will look at Torkoal as apparently everybody's kind of going to walk over there maybe. Are you looking for other communities to trade with if we were able to find them and connect you with them?
I am. In addition, I had hoped to offer some advisement as well as possibly a favor for mutual benefit, but if you have things to do, perhaps come back and visit at a later time and we can discuss it.
Yeah, I think they want to talk about something. I'll go see what that is, but I'll make sure they're all aware of your offer and your needs, and I'm sure we'll have a discussion shortly.
But of course, you know where to find us. See some of the people
Hey,
in
if you
the
want
lobby
any grilled
starting to
meat, I
scatter
can help
back.
you out.
If I need what?
Grilled meat. I was grilling some on the boat.
Perhaps a future partnership will find need of such festivities.
The boat that's probably at the bottom of the fucking ocean right now.
Wait, where the hell did everybody go now?
They all went back to the boat.
Go to the ship. If you
I'll
would
go back to the boat.
He's like, did I just got off the boat?
Fresh off the boat.
Well, good to meet you. Bye.
I believe we may have some decisions
And
to
you.
make.
I will, of course, tell the group of what he said to me after you left about his offers and stuff.
Well, guys, I'm back on the boat. Why are y'all on the dock?
How'd you get to the boat? Did you swim? Cause
Yep.
I am not exactly one to trust easily, and now, after many of our items just losing their enchantments, my trust is even less. But I'm not sure if we can afford not to believe what he says about this Lincoln Park.
Yeah, I can't say I'm not happy. Happy about losing the one thing I decide to buy from them, but I must agree that we're kind of out of sorts where we need to make a choice of taking the risk or completely.
I'm ready to
shutting
roll the
everything off.
dice.
So while I was looking around the building, doing a quick recon, I found this construct of globular mess with all these eyeballs staring at me. And it had some sort of magical component to it. I don't know what this creature was, but I just wanted to let you know that it's in the northwest area of this building, or on the outside.
That's nacho cheese.
Daniel, would I be able to roll like an Arcana or a History check to see if I can recognize what that is from that description?
Not based off that description. It just kind of
Okay,
sounds like a
no worries.
golem of sort.
It's not a golem.
I'm telling you, it's nacho cheese.
It's not Schmeagol.
Was it like hostile? Was it part of their stuff?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. It was just watching me. I wasn't
I'll go
sure
check
if
it
it
out.
was friendly, hostile. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah.
Well, hold
my
on.
body
If
cup?
No,
hold on. If it belongs to them, we should leave it alone.
We should probably
Well,
it first.
Do you really want to make
Okay.
enemies of these people we just met?
Perhaps
No.
make one decision here and then go and talk to him.
okay.
again.
You do the talking.
Or
We just need
everyone
to figure out what this
flies
thing is.
why don't we just ask them?
Okay, in the meantime, I do have the option of, I believe, sending the ship off to explore a little in a different direction. And I think somehow our Gossamer bolts will work to get us back to it if we ever needed to. And then we can go in a different direction.
Can we just take the ship to the Lincoln Park?
Not sure if the water goes that way. I mean, none of us really know anything at this point. I suppose we could ask our new.
Hey, buddy, do you know where the food is?
What the f-
Did you just?
Where are
wait,
you?
I'm talking to the
He
nacho
thinks-
cheese man.
He thinks he's in two places.
You were told
at
not
once.
to not to do that.
All right,
If you're
hold
still
on.
talking to me, then you're not by the creature.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
next to
really.
the creature.
Then I guess you weren't part of that conversation at all.
Can we
He-
wrap him up with rope and throw him underwater?
No, he just went up to the creature and started talking.
Just convince Daniel to give me infinite spell slots only to use freaking vortex warp on him.
Can I command my unseen servants to just hold him on the ship forever?
Well, it's really confusing because I thought I was talking to him, and apparently he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Bizzo all over again here. So this magical coalescence kind of churns over in Skullcrusher's direction, and with 3 different mouths, it speaks both aloud and in a telepathic mode directly into his brain. Your presence is not welcome here. Depart these premises immediately, or be destroyed.
Ah, shit. All right.
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh god,
Great.
we're screwed.
Dude, what the
I
heck?
will use all of my
He's
force
messing
points
up
and
my
all
level
of
up,
my
is what he's
shit.
doing.
Yeah.
I just wanted us to make one decision before getting into
Are
something.
you fucking kidding me?
Are we keeping that?
No.
Dude told me to leave. I'm leaving.
I
That's
say
not
yes.
what we're talking about.
It almost makes sense for it to be like that if he went to talk to the
Do,
creature.
do, do an inspiration.
Please. Force
Times
point.
cheese. Turns out he's dick cheese.
I'm going to make an assumption that a lot of your characters don't have a very high wisdom.
Or
Not a
intelligence,
single
yeah.
one so far.
Are we keeping the 13?
Try to.
Oh my gosh,
go.
what can he add to that?
A force point?
Okay, yes, you want to do that, right?
Fine.
To take the better.
It makes sense then that Vale with his 20 wisdom is like, what is wrong with these people?
I'm sitting over here with freaking 20 wisdom and a 30 intelligence.
I don't remember how to use the force point.
It's
Some
a
of us
hero
have
point with
it.
advantage.
Just roll 2d8. Take the better of the 2. I try to be intelligent and wise. My companions don't let me.
All
From
right,
the hype
that is our
train,
final answer.
myth.
That is our final answer, and it is a failed saving throw. Skull Crusher comes wandering back over to the rest of the group, and whatever he tries to say just comes out as complete gibberish to all of you.
And what's the difference?
More so than
Yeah.
usual. It
Wonderful.
literally has no meaning. There's no meaning to anything that he says.
So
Again,
I have comprehend languages up. Does that help at all?
It does not. There's
Okay, so
no
it's not even
rhyme or
language.
reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Even if he's trying to say something, there's nothing outwardly projected that has any sense to it.
But as he's trying to communicate, I just go, that whatever he's doing is not a language because I can't understand him.
Would I be able to recognize like what's happening to him?
You would not.
Or-
This is a
Okay.
unique ability. Not a lot of things have this.
You just think I'm having a stroke.
Well, I think you're having a stroke 24/7, but that's different.
So, did Vale already ask about comprehend languages? I'm sorry.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Okay.
We can try detect thoughts if we wish. Otherwise, he comes back and anything he's saying is incomprehensible. We do have enough time to regenerate hit points, invulnerability shields, etc. outside of combat. And otherwise, proceed as you like.
I just look at the rest of you and I'm like,
I think we need to
the
talk
hell
these
was
people
that?
and get a long rest.
I will, after a little bit of time is spent and he hasn't recovered, I'm going to do a medicine check on him to see if I can figure it out.
So Zara would know that he went over there because she has the bracers, right?
The levers, or yeah, the
Sure.
whatever the bracers were.
Yeah. So she lets them know that unfortunately he went against the guidance of the group and went over and saw the creature. And I don't know what happened.
I never heard the damn group. I was too far away.
I got
I just look at Zara and I'm like, should we tentatively go over there to see what it is, or
Why don't
better
we?
yet, should we go talk to them to see if they know what it is?
think we
Maybe we should talk to them.
Should I send my ship south or not?
Sure.
I'm still on it.
Medicine
If you
check.
think it would be,
Send it with Skull Crusher or whatever his name is.
yeah, if you think it would be better to send it south than use it for transportation, then go ahead.
Wait, isn't the waterways clearer than the roadways?
It is, but we don't know how far up it goes.
We don't know anything about the roads or the waterways. We can ask the new party here that before we decide to send the ship. Maybe they know more about the waterways, but
That's a good
if we want
question.
to go straight north, then it would help us to learn more lay of the land at the same time because we could be traveling in multiple directions.
Did my medicine come up with anything on Skullcrusher?
Yes, indeed. He has been afflicted with a magical malady. It is not a spell or a disease. It appears that he came into contact with something that his brain just couldn't wrap any sense of logic around, and as a result, his brain is just kind of shut off for, if you had to guess, probably it's going to be about an hour.
Perfect.
So does he need to be carried, or does he have enough comprehension to follow and be quiet?
He can still act normally, he just can't communicate.
So I will
Decision
let everybody know after investigating him. Like, it looks like something magically affected his language centers of his brain. He's otherwise fine. He just was unable to communicate. But it should pass in approximately an hour if we just want to wait.
Zara, you said you sensed him going over to that creature you were trying to tell us about, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna make a decision. I'm going to take my brand new flying carpet, and I'm going to have my my little boat servants put Skull Crusher on the carpet with me, and that way he has to stay on the carpet while I fly him around.
What makes you think he'll stay?
That's hilarious.
We'll see what happens. I won't.
It's like
go
a kindergarten.
Just leave me snacks, and I guess I'll stay.
While we're walking around, I'm readying Vortex Warp.
Carpet of flying comes equipped with fruit snacks and juice box.
We will
I'm
keep his
set.
ass on that carpet.
I mean, I would stay on there. I mean, that's the yeah. I'm down.
So my
Chocolate
question,
milk and graham crackers.
so my question to the group at large is: do we wish to continue any kind of conversation with this Torkarl and his community about some sort of connection with your, well, I guess I should say our community at this point?
I would think that it would probably be smart to at least investigate into it. But first at hand, we should figure out if they know anything about that said creature over there.
Would not
Agreed.
wish to give away too much of our own information, but enough to get some answers from them, perhaps.
Well, if you have me doing the talking, I literally cannot give away any of your information.
Well, that might be the safest thing. It would be the honest truth.
Indeed, because I have I have no knowledge to give away.
I just
Sounds good.
I just turn around, pull up my staff, and just look at the staff and just say, "For this, we be quiet."
Oh, it's about to get real.
Was that audible or telepathy to him?
I don't have telepathy to the to
I'm
it.
talking about the staff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was telepathic.
So when he talks to his staff, I'll like lean over to Celeste and be like, "Does he do that a lot?"
Unfortunately, yes.
And it keeps mentioning something about a sombrero.
Do it after a while, but
Put on the damn sombrero.
Look, out of character, I don't want to use an item whose main freaking use is this stupid or not.
hey, Skull Crusher, you are on a carpet with me, so you have to stay next to me. Yes, exactly.
At least he's embracing his role.
Whoop. Oh, look at that. He's still just chilling out over here. Oh, that didn't take too long. One of your companions rushed by here and back. Yes, that one. Points over at Skull
yes.
Crusher.
That regarding that, I believe from what we understand, he encountered something around the back side of the building, and we were curious if it's something you are aware of or if it's something we need to be concerned about.
That would be a yes to both. That is the sentry. It protects our subterranean level.
I see.
Part
Very good.
parking garage, part operations.
Apparently, I have not seen the area, so I was not sure. But that makes sense then.
It
I
should
understand
have offered a warning.
Probably, I don't know. He can't talk right now. It's gonna pass, obviously, but
Yes. That is its initial effect. It can be much more deadly, but for those who linger too long in its presence, it can be somewhat perplexing.
Hey, I left with the warning. I'm just saying, but nobody hears me.
Dude, come stand next to me.
Why'd you flash
I don't
the
even know where the hell I
termination?
am. Oh, I'm still on the boat.
I'm building stuff on another layer
are
here.
you
and I
on the
clicked
Oh,
wrong
okay.
thing.
I'm like, why
on
the
the
hell did you
boat.
flash the turn
Oh
on
my
me?
god.
Nothing? Don't worry about it.
No,
I-
my staff showed me the turn order popped up, so I'm worried.
Suddenly, all the heart rates went up.
Wow. Well, boink. And look who's
Wasn't
going
it-
first.
It doesn't work if we know what's happening. Ow.
Skull Crusher.
Well, then I'm glad to hear that it's something we don't really need to worry about. It's on your side.
Yes, I'm standing next to Cedar like you asked.
So long as we have no quarrel with each other, yes, you won't have to worry about the sentry or any of us for that matter. Have you concluded your discussion? Have you come back to hear the general awareness / mutual favor I spoke about?
Yes, we are all interested in continuing a concord with you.
Ah, good, good. In addition to... Yes, yes. That is quite interesting.
Celeste is just gonna put a hand over his mouth.
You know he has a bite attack.
Yeah, be careful. He eats everything.
I apologize. Please ignore our companion. That was one of the side effects, I guess you will say, of the century you speak of.
In addition to the Lincoln Park settlement, there is another just to the east of here. You can actually make it out on early mornings when the gloom has not fully settled in. I believe at one point it was known as Marina City. We did have our first trade accord with the inhabitants there. However, in recent weeks it does appear that their number have been removed, eradicated, perhaps had a change of heart. I cannot say for certain. Our traders have been beset by mechanoids, would be the best way of describing them. This community is one that you are likely to come across in your travels further east, if you head in that direction. Beyond that, if there is any way that you could restore this community to its rightful place, it would be a benefit to all in this region, similar to clearing out any of the vehicles on the road that you may come across.
So you have had no communication with them at all.
Not in a number of weeks. And we'll jump back here to this. And we're going to have our fourth major event today. And here's where it's going to get interesting. Yep, we've already had Marina City unlocked this entire time, but it is literally just on the other side of the next hex. Any of our characters who are particularly attuned with magic, doesn't matter what kind of magic, as long as you have the natural ability to draw upon it, i.e. you're not just able to cast a spell from an item. When he calls attention to this Marina City, your senses start to go a little crazy. You don't know if this just happened or if him calling your attention to this location has somehow tuned you in on the right frequency. But there is a major magical occurrence happening there at Marina City, and the energy that this magical event is putting off is unlike any that you have experienced before. Stronger than the legendary items that some of you carry, stronger than the horrible energies that occasionally spill forth from that Tome of Vecna. It is a major event. As far as whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, that is uncertain, but those of you who are attuned magically feel instinctively drawn to it.
I just look at,
Would that include Paladin?
yeah.
It would, yeah.
I just look at Vale and I'm like, you felt that, right?
I'm just kind of staring off to the east. What is that?
I don't know, but you feel
That's a
it,
tongue.
right? That's wrong thing.
That is the tongue tome.
Yes, that is the one that's on my presence. Yes.
Wait,
Though that
are you
looks a
supposed to
little
lick
bit
it to
weird.
read it?
Do I feel anything like on my person, like buzzing or like a special presence responding to this, or
You do feel something from the tome itself, almost as if somebody somehow had it open and were writing something in it.
oh good lord.
Well, whether that's the same location or not, there's definitely something happening east of here
Guys,
that is important.
I feel that too.
there's something more. I pull out the tome.
Oh, why? Why do you have that? What is that?
Oh, it helps me to talk again.
I just look at Celeste and I'm like, you remember what started this, right?
Unfortunately.
I could feel a presence inside of the book.
For my own memory, that was what he was reading when he like disappeared during downtime, right?
That
Yes,
is
during
correct.
downtime, and the reason why I have no soul right now.
Yep, cool.
You don't need that thing.
Oh, you shut up.
And whatever it is that we are feeling from the east is connected to that.
I don't know. All I know is that we felt this, and then I felt as if somebody opened the book.
That makes me rather uneasy.
My only question is, it felt like somebody opened it, but not only opened it, wrote something in it.
I kind of gauge toward Carl and see if he's having the same feelings or not.
If he is, he's doing a damn good job of disguising it. He doesn't register anything outwardly.
My only question to you guys is, should I see it?
Last time you opened that book, it did not end well.
That is true, but also what we were just talking about, and risks that might be needed.
I don't think that book has anything good.
I'll look at Torkarl and say, so you're just basically asking if we're capable and in that area to help clear out that location.
Correct.
Well, I will tell you that there seems to be some sort of powerful magical event happening in that direction, so we're likely to go that way. And I don't know if it's in the same location or not, but if what's drawing us that way brings us to this Marina City, we will likely end up confronting whatever's there anyway.
Do you think this event could be why the settlement has dropped off contact? Why there are mechanoids attacking the traders?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know enough. I can just feel it. Those of us who have magic can feel this sensation. That's all we can really describe it as. So
The sensation is quite strong, stronger than what we call the legendary items we hold.
He does not appear
Shouldn't his
to
dragon be able to?
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Shouldn't his dragon be able to feel it?
That's damn, dude. Great minds think alike. I was going to say, he is not betraying anything in that direction, but the creature he is sitting atop is obviously like arcing its neck over to the east and almost like kind of smelling the air.
I presume my wormling is also reacting to it.
It would.
I'm shaking my head vigorously.
Look, I think we can go that way, and we can clear a path. I don't know if any of us can know how to move these vehicles out of the way, so maybe a little help there, and maybe we get a little rest before we make that journey.
A
When
little
Cedar
fat
says
never
that, I
hurts
place
anything.
my hand on your shoulder and I start shaking my head with a no hand motion.
Yeah, we're ignoring you. It's fine. um,
Hey, fair play. I ignored y'all.
sure.
Um,
Oh, is
I'll
he
look at
talking again? Can we understand him?
no, not yet. I look at Torkarl and say, um, "Is there anyone in that community that, like, a name we should know, perhaps that we should look for, if should there be people still there?"
Yes, let me check my paperwork.
Also, do the waterways go that direction?
Aegor and Kimbrel are the two I am most familiar with. As best I know, the river does run right along to Marina City.
All right. Well, if we can make contact with these Egg or Kimbrel, we will certainly try to do so and figure out what's going on.
Do you know how long of a journey it may take to get there?
It shouldn't take too terribly long. It is mostly clear between here and there, the occasional wandering pack of undead notwithstanding.
And possibly mechanoids.
They've not been spotted in the wild, only at Marina City itself, within the walls of the Enclave.
Ah, I see.
Yes, our traders have gone twice there in the past week and been beset on by these mechanoids.
There has to be some interference with that.
Is that our decision then to go east?
It seems like the play. It seems like the way to go at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I would highly suggest a rest before we go.
Ah, yes, that's where I was starting to get to. As far as our timeline here, we are all 6 tables on day 2. Tuesday crew on this particular occasion. Let's jump back over here. The short of all this is going to be that at the most we are due for a short rest because it is still pretty early in the day. If you recall, we spent a great many sessions trudging through the horrors of this hex right here. It took us a great many sessions going through 5 maps there, and at the tail end of the final map, we had 2 of those orange titans after us, and that prompted the use of our Gossamer Bulb to go back here and get our long rest. Right around the same time, but definitely the same evening, as all our other tables were getting their rest. The next morning, we used the Gossamer Bulb to return to this site, made our way uncontested here to the Reed Murdoch Center, where this morning we had the combat with the Wraith-like undead at the docks, and that's where we're at right now. So it's maybe like 9:30, 10 a.m. in the morning right now. We are certainly in a position to be able to take a short rest if we so wish, but as far as a group-wide long rest, that is likely something that is later on today, or we're going to be calling it an early day and all heading back home.
Well, we could take my ship and get a short rest on the way since I don't believe we actually have to do the sailing.
Sounds like a plan. Gives
Are
me
you-
kind of very good.
I was just gonna say to Cedar, are you in need of full rest, sir? You injured in some way?
I'm just feel like I need to pray for my god a little bit. I've used a few spells.
The short
But I am
short
good to
rest-
go if we need to go.
A short rest would give me time to figure out what to do with this book situation.
I don't love the idea of you looking at that book on my ship. I will have you know.
Well, if we shouldn't need a short rest. We can just go. You can study your book as we travel.
Well, I guess
Dana, don't
after
you
a
make
rest,
that
my
face.
speaking ability came back.
That's my handsome face.
Okay, are we walking or are we riding on the ship? That's all
No,
I
we're
need to
going
know.
on the ship. Yeah. I vote for the ship, anyways.
Okay. I vote for the ship.
Okay. Let's sort that out then. Trying to find the smaller version of the ship token for the region map, and it occurs to me I can just copy the other one over and shrink it down to size. Right
You
here.
could just borrow my rowboat.
Yeah, we're all gonna rowboat up the river right here. When we've got this monstrosity.
Your rowboat's the escape plan, my guy. Okay.
There are times that I regret saving you from the Orange Titan. Just say
You do realize that the rowboat doesn't go back into a patch on your road once you've taken it off.
Oh, he knows. He's been carrying around a horse for about.
I mean,
12
he
sessions
thinks
now.
he has. Like, he thinks all of his possessions are on his person, and I've tried to explain that a few times, that just because you own it, it doesn't mean it's on your character. Like, if you own property, so to speak, like your character owns a manor in Waterdeep, that doesn't necessarily come with you on the road.
I don't think we'll ever get him to understand that, so I think we're just gonna go with it.
Yeah, he just wants it all available.
My intelligence stats are too low to comprehend that.
Alrighty, well, if we're getting on the boat, are we trying to take a rest, or are we just pushing forward here?
I mean, I'm fine with not taking a rest. I'm fully
I think we just push
up
forward.
to date. Yeah.
Alright.
Slowly push
Oh,
forward so we
Jesus
can
Christ.
see one enemy at a time.
Like that
you
laugh.
just want one random swimming creature for her to fight.
Just one
while we
kraken.
are-
Just one kraken at a
Yeah,
time.
maybe like
While we
a
are-
aggressive fish.
The orange
While
kraken.
we are on the boat, I will be using my newly acquired bracers to start inscribing 2 scrolls into
Alright.
each of the bracers.
Alright, well, there's definitely going to be an encounter on the waterway, so that's going to be its own encounter chart here.
Is it ill-tempered mutated sea bass?
Yes, I figured every creature deserves a warm meal. And I think I will try to conjure this encounter during our halftime break, so we'll take our 10 and see what's on the other side with some more Are You Gaming?
Oh my gosh, that did not go according to plan.
When has anything gone according to plan?
Excellent point.
I mean, what was the plan?
I literally just asked you guys to make one decision. And then he just runs off on his own.
That's
Hey, I
okay,
was
he
shooting
just-
for a
he
long
left
rest.
again.
Wait, tell me he didn't get on the boat when the boat sailed.
I don't know what he did.
I brought him onto the ship with the carpet. He had no
I thought we
choice.
tied him up and threw him in the water.
Hey Terry, it looks like we're closing that house on the 30th.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
I'm super excited. Now I just got to get a job. To become a teacher in Georgia, like even with reciprocity, it's so much freaking work.
Really?
Oh, you don't even know that. Like, there's like 20 things they want me to submit. So I did a alternative route to licensing because my first degree wasn't education, but my master's is. And so I got my license 13 years ago, and I'm like, they want a letter from the ARL program saying I met all the requirements to get my license. And the ARL program, like, well, that's what your license is. So they're like, we're not writing a letter. So I'm like, now
That
I got to fight with Georgia and be like, they're not going to write me a letter, but my license says I met the requirements.
that doesn't surprise me really, because like when I was doing my internship and I was doing therapy, like they were like one particular department was like, we can't pay you because you don't have 5 years of health and human services experience, and I'm like, what? But I can do therapy. Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of hoops. I had to email the Nevada licensing, the state licensing department to see if they would write me a letter. Like, and it was like 2 days ago, and they haven't responded yet. So I might have to go down there and knock on the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, George is making it difficult.
I'm like, how about my transcripts with my masters with a 3.8? How about like I've been teaching for 14 years. Here's all my like satisfactory of every satisfactory like review every year, plus the first 3 years. So they've always been satisfactory, never an issue, nothing in my file. And they're like, oh, we need that just to prove that you met the requirements. I'm like, but they meet the requirements. I
George
don't have a license.
George is a check the box state,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Georgia, Georgia.
I might be working
Well,
at Home
keep
Depot.
going.
Now I can't.
Hey, a lot of people work at Home Depot around here.
They good benefits.
You can work at a Waffle House.
I need to make $50K a year with insurance. That's all that matters.
If you work at Waffle House, you better know how to defend yourself.
Hey, I could throw a griddle at somebody as well as anybody else.
Yes, but can you catch a chair?
That's
No.
an excellent question.
I'm not as good as that girl. I could duck it out of a chair's way, but I don't know if I could catch it.
You could drive a school bus. I don't know if you would make what you wanted to make, but they're always hiring school bus drivers around here.
Yeah, I don't know if they make $50K. They do make that in Vegas. They make in the 40s, I think. They don't quite make 50. And I don't know. I can deal with kids in a classroom. I don't know if I could deal with kids on a bus. That's too much.
Yeah, you might lose your mind. I couldn't imagine. I can barely drive with my 2 kids fussing and fighting in the back. Couldn't imagine driving a whole bus of loud kids.
And I have school bus driver karma from being a kid. There's no like, I got kicked on like in high school. We got kicked off the bus a few times for being so bad.
Brad got kicked off too, didn't you, Brad?
I'd almost rather be like a custodian than a bus driver.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to clean up after some of these kids.
The custodian's the one that gets to be cool and not have to deal with the kids.
Yeah, you come after they all leave. But I mean, you do have to clean after other mess, but whatever.
Yeah, no, you really don't want to be a custodian. Let's just say my high school year, my freshman year, there was like 7 different custodians in like a solid 3 months.
How messy were you? Damn.
And not me, the entire school.
They don't call him smooth butt for nothing.
And again, I went to a high school where quite literally the boys' bathroom was closed half of the year because somebody had decided to make a makeshift pipe bomb inside of it. So
I went to an all-male military school, so I mean, we just lived there. We had to clean it ourselves.
fair enough.
Yes, indeed. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Blah, blah, blah.
That was the fastest 10 minutes ever.
That was pretty quick. I still need to find one last little bit here.
Go to get a beer. Be back.
While you're still figuring that out, at some point while we're on the ship, I'm going to find a moment with Cedar. I just want to let him know what I decided to name the ship. I used letters from our parents' names and called it the Starvale Lantern.
Very cool.
That's a mouthful.
Rude.
No, but Skullcrusher likes mouthfuls.
True.
Rude.
He's trying real hard to get me to stab him with something.
Alright, I've got something here. I'm just still trying to find the asset. It's 2 pieces actually, and I ended up buying one of them here on the spot during our halftime. I'm just trying to find the other part that I already own, and there's so many to go through.
It's funny. She did that whole reveal for Cedar, and he went to go get a beer.
And yeah, while we're on the boat, up until the encounter, obviously, but while we're on the boat, if any of you walk by and see Silkus in the corner or whatever, you'll see him inscribing like magical runes onto his gauntlets.
I would say during that little bit of a journey before this encounter, I would probably find my way over to Celeste and ask, so what's this situation with this book? It seems like it's a bad thing. There's a bunch of concern around it, yet he is still carrying it.
Well, I walked in on him at one point a while back. Or actually, DM question. Did I see him? Because I'm trying to remember what exactly happened. Did I see him disappear? Or did I see him with the book? Or I'm trying to remember.
Initially, he was paralyzed with the book, and then as more people tried to get involved in it, they became increasingly paralyzed and affected as well, until they all disappeared, seemingly for a while, and then when they came back, everything was different.
And effectively, if I remember correctly, my staff was the one that was yelling to get everyone in there to help.
That is correct.
So I will explain all of that so I don't have to re-say it. It seems people don't usually listen very well when I try to give precautions. And that is one of the things that happened. And I'm trying to not let it happen again. And I spend most of the journey watching him very carefully to make sure he's not pulling that book out.
Why does he even still have it if it's that dangerous?
Honestly, I don't think I could tell you. I think you'd have to ask him that.
You could just give it to me to hold on to. I don't even know if I can read.
Fish.
Well, I'm glad you filled me in on that situation. I can also keep an eye on it then.
I appreciate that.
Did you tell me about the fact that him and a few others no longer have a soul?
Yes, I would have filled that in. Is there a car flying in the water? What is happening?
Is that Fred and George?
Oh my gosh, yes. And now it's a Harry Potter. And the coalescence.
I'm sorry. I had to throw that in.
Ronald
Oh,
Weasley,
no.
how dare you take that car?
But yes,
Yeah.
I would share the whole soul lost thing.
I look like I'm about to respond, but then apparently there's a car.
Yeah, it's flying over the river and descending towards your ship here, and this group in particular would recognize the logo on the side of the vehicle. We actually were at this place, or perhaps just one of its locations, back in this hex over here. Who the heck is Death, and why are they typing?
What is happening?
That's not me.
My hands are clean. I got nothing right here.
It was Grant. You can tell by this avatar on the page.
All right, but the logo on the side of the vehicle reads probably pizza. And as
Oh,
our
good lord.
vehicle...
Is there a dumb redheaded guy driving it?
Yeah, exactly. I've been frozen for 1,000,000 years. All right, now...
I just looked to the rest of the group. Can I shoot it? Am I allowed to blow it up?
Oh,
What in the fuck?
I'm so confused.
little Fifth Element right here is a
What
flying
is happening to my
food
screen?
mobile operated by a robot pulls up alongside your vessel. Pizza time, pizza time, pizza
Food.
time.
Yes.
Have you gold pieces?
How
Oh,
many?
yeah.
How many? Dining. Pizza. How many?
10. Because we want 10.
I'm like, we don't have 10.
Did the what's Torokar tell us anything about what those things look like that he was explaining?
He said they were mechanoids. And this is a
Okay,
robot.
He doesn't know what that means. Okay,
I'll
so this
I'll
is
kind of say to the
probably
group,
that.
do we think this might be connected to the things at the place that we're attacking people? It looks kind of mechanized.
Most likely, but I don't care. I want pizza.
Order for Nihilus.
Alright,
not
I
even
shoot
that.
it in the head with a
Now
fireball.
that's brutal. John messing around.
You see my smile immediately go to a frown as I shoot him in the head with a fireball.
Oh, man. 10 in your party. Cost 10,000 gold pieces. Pizza time.
That's
Pizza
all you,
time.
Silkus.
We refuse service.
Most delicious pizza. Pizza time.
Is it that big?
10,000 gold. Yeah, the scale's a little off here. It's not bigger than the vehicle.
Okay, cool.
It should be.
It's like, what?
It should be more like this.
Okay. Is it within
I don't
striking
even see the pizza. I only see the pink car.
Is it in the car?
Leaning out of the car, yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust it, guys.
I just
Is
lean
it-
over.
That's
to,
shocking for you to say about food.
I'll
I just
only
lean
take
over
two.
to whoever's next to me, and I'm like, should I blow up the car?
No.
Is
Do
that
not
your
blow up the
answer
car.
Is that your answer to everything? Violence?
If the guy's willing to bring us pizza, let's see what we can work out a deal.
I am not paying him 10,000 gold for pizza.
No.
Maybe it's pizza that gives you a level up.
It
I'll
bullshit.
take a pizza.
Guys, I've
And I'll
been
let
asking
you
to
guys know
stab
how it
this thing
is.
for like an hour. Can I stab this?
10,000
I'm gonna stab the pizza.
coins.
No,
thing-
no, robot.
Pizza time.
One pizza. One pizza. One.
How many in your party? How many dining? Pizza. Dining.
One.
DM, is it within striking distance?
For a ranged
No,
attack, sure.
I want a pizza. Don't fuck this up.
Can I get on my carpet and get with
How
this?
much for one in the party?
Cost
One
Three.
one pizza.
3,000 gold coins.
Wait. No. What the fuck? 10 is 10,000. I give you 1,000.
3,000 is the cost.
I want to
Silkus
fly-
has it. Just tell Silkus to pay.
I
Fuck
want
you,
to
I'm
sell
not
us-
paying.
sell
I'm
us
not
tons
paying
of
that
money.
gold.
Okay.
How do you think I keep my gold?
Man, you guys are bringing out
I-
some real world trauma. I used to be
I-
a pizza delivery driver, and I got attacked just trying to fucking make my delivery one time.
No.
That's
This
brutal
guy
stuff,
pulls up,
man.
and you guys are
I
like, "Hey,
did.
let's kick his ass!
Hold on.
Take
hold
his
on.
shit!"
That's terrible.
I
Some of the
give.
fucking areas
I'll
in this
give
area.
2,000. 2,000 for the pizza.
Why are you?
J-Man knows Penwood Drive over there off of Decatur and Sahara area. He wouldn't want to be delivering no pizzas over there.
Oh, that's not a good place to deliver pizzas.
Will-
Yeah,
will you
Grant
take
knows that place too.
2,000 for one
Yep.
pizza?
And this is like 20 years ago. I'm sorry. What's going on here? What are we doing? You're gonna
Will
fly
you
over and
take
stab it?
2,000 for one pizza?
No,
I-
I'm checking out this
actively
pizza to
tried.
see what's really going on here.
I
A
have
perception check.
I can fly over and stab it.
Hey, dude's willing to bring me pizza. I'm willing to pay. Will you
Let's
take
roll.
2,000
Let's
for
roll
pizza?
initiative and see who goes in what order here.
Oh my
That's funny.
gosh. this
No,
is
I'm still
not
trying to
good.
buy the damn pizza.
Well, if you buy it, if you roll highest on initiative, you're gonna buy it before somebody stabs it, or perhaps.
Don't stab it. What the fuck? Don't
Why
stab
is
it.
this the thing? I told everyone to back off. I'm buying the
Buy
pizza.
the pizza. Then you can stab it.
No stabbing. Dude was nice enough to bring pizza. I might want him to come back.
I will not
Ask
be
him if
rolling
he'll take a
initiative.
talking staff for a payment.
I will not be rolling initiative because Vale's just like, what the fuck is going on?
So, will you take 2,000 for a pizza?
You have to roll initiative.
Poor Brad.
What the fuck? I'm not rolling initiative to eat a pizza.
It's a eating contest. Speed is of
Oh.
the essence.
Okay.
Brad's like, okay.
Oh,
I'm
now
in.
it makes sense. Oh, look at that. That's a damn shame.
His nat 20, I still beat him.
Exactly.
No. Nat 20. Pizza.
Doesn't matter.
Can he use a inspiration?
Here.
Fuck it. I'll use a hero point.
I mean, he could use an inspiration, but he can't roll higher than that. And inspiration and hero points are the two things. I'm sorry, death saving throws and initiative are the two things you cannot influence with your normal inspo / hero points.
Force point. Force
Likewise,
point that bitch.
same thing.
No. Pizza.
All right. Well,
sad
go ahead and
face.
fly up and take your attack. He's leaning out of the car, and he's got this platter of 3 pizzas
Do not
on it.
attack the pizza man.
I'll throw
fight
in
you.
1,000 for the pizza.
Clobbered on
We
my
got 3,000.
hand. I'm not listening to anything you say.
I'm getting ready
Kimberly's
to
like,
leave the
this is
party.
what you get. I tried to arrange a plan a few hours ago, and you went and mucked it all up.
You listen to me, so I'm doing what I want to do.
All right, I attack
Oh,
Celeste.
that's great.
Oh my gosh. Try
Um,
me.
14 will definitely clonk the Robo Pizza delivery guy.
No. I hit Celeste with a 15.
Yeah, well, we're not at that point in the initiative yet. She's got the top with a 24. Technically, Micah ties her right here, so we should resolve that. How do we want? Do we want to decide who goes first, or do you two want to dice it off?
How come the initiative order isn't popping up on the turn order thing?
Because we don't have our tokens on the board. So we're rolling initiative, and we're just kind of eyeballing it right here. Depending on how deep this gets, then we'll actually start deploying tokens. But, yeah, depending on otherwise, yeah, we'll check this out.
Micah, do you care? Do you want us to roll off?
Micah would be holding an action anyway.
All right. So let's go back to her attack. The Flail of Tiamat with a 14 is definitely going to hit.
Who the fuck attacks an innocent pizza person?
I don't know, man. I asked myself that same question.
We were warned about robotic things, and then this weird robotic thing showed up. And I'm upset about a lot of things that happened today, so this is my reaction.
Well, the second attack is likewise going to hit. Acid damage is painful. Yeah, this thing is very severely damaged. It is sparking and sputtering as it just kind of very quickly turns its head to gaze over the rest of the group. You're all on the list. And then it just deactivates. It did not seem to have a whole lot of health to withstand that
I use healing
onslaught.
hands on it.
It cannot regain hit points from normal restorative methods like that.
Who the fuck ruined my pizza?
Technically, the pizza's still there.
In the car.
The vehicle likewise shuts down power and almost immediately just plunges into the river and starts sinking.
Do I see any pizzas that are not completely drowned yet?
The only pizzas it had were the ones on the display, and when you got quick enough to attack it, you discovered what Zara would have discovered, is that these were the presentation pizzas. They are obviously fake.
Okay, so there weren't even any real pizzas.
Can I use my Phoenix down feather on the pizza bot?
Nope. We are a construct. We must be repaired. We don't have any life to restore.
This is the one fucking character I didn't put Tinker Tools on.
Well, we will complete the process of sinking into the river, and that will end the random encounter. I spent $5 on a pizza bot that you guys just immediately destroyed. That was so cruel.
It's not you guys.
It was
It's
all
you.
of you. Brad, I saw you. You led the charge.
I'm also actually very surprised that it was Celeste and not Zara, considering what Zara drew.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was Daniel.
You know what?
He's the one that
I'm
made
really
everyone
kinda
roll
pissed off
initiative.
about that. Is this
Here's-
considered a monster?
Here's the good thing. This was not a combat encounter, so this does not
Thank
count
God.
in that respect. This was not a hostile monster.
Poor guy.
I know. It was attacking an innocent fucking pizza carrier.
Yeah, that ended up working out in your favor right there, because had this thing even been, like, deceptively evil, and Celeste kind of sussed it out and ended it before it became an issue, that would have voided the comic card. But the fact that the comic card is still intact at least is proof to Zara that this pizza delivery bot of inexplicably was on the up and up, despite the fact that it wanted thousands of gold for one piece of pizza.
I was willing to pay.
Yeah, I mean, we were in negotiations, but there was a whole lot happening at once. I'm going to give you guys a few moments to RP here. I'm going to AFK and handle a little background gardening, but I will be back on stream very shortly.
I had to go get a granola snack because of this. I was stressed out from this pizza situation.
I'm just gonna walk back to the side of the ship and just go sit back down and continue tinkering with my gauntlets, and also put my book to the side of me.
Vale just kind of looks around at everybody, especially at Bill Crusher and Celeste, and just goes, "Did I miss something? Because what just happened?"
Let's just say it's been a long couple of days.
If any of you guys look over at Silkus, you'll see him still just tinkering with his gauntlets, but the wormling's kind of like dancing or like hopping around him, and then starts sniffing the spell book that he laid down next to him.
Vale is right now just kind of giving a good long look at Celeste, like taking her measure, and he says, "Would you have done that if that had been a living person offering pizza for that price?"
Of course not. We were warned about these things.
It was not attacking us. It was not hostile.
Like I said before, my trust is not easily given in recent events. Perhaps I acted hastily, but I do not regret my actions.
He'll sigh and be like, "Well, let's hope that..."
Yeah, you guys
Those
got
actions-
blacklisted from Hop Sings.
Let us hope that those actions do not come back to haunt us.
She name. Anything significant that I missed, or shall we proceed the mile up the river without any, hopefully without any further incident?
Just me tinkering with my gauntlets and my wormling trying to sniff the book, the tome that I put next to me.
I don't blame him, man. I definitely did not think poor Pizza Bot was going to get annihilated, but that's the beauty of this game, is you just never know what's going to happen. You will certainly have enough time to get those spells scribed onto there. I think you would have enough time. I don't know how long it takes.
Yeah, you didn't list a time frame for the scribing.
It would be the normal spell scribing rules.
I can't say I'm familiar with those. I will look them up though.
Thank you. That would it's probably like a certain amount of time per level of the spell, 10 minutes per level, 1 hour per level, something like that, maybe 1 minute per level. But that would be my guess. And we arrive at the shores of Marina City. Haha, a little inside joke here. Let's get that. Where is that map? There you are. All right. Yeah, the docks in this area have been fairly well kept. Better condition than back at the Reed Murdoch Son of Garlic community, making it a ideal location for you to dock your ship if you so wish. Otherwise, you can send it continuing on, or perhaps even heading back in the other direction. As it is for right now, the map is going to get very dark for the next few minutes. I think. I hope. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Alright. Give me a moment to deploy your tokens in the correct spot. We're going to need to debark the vessel and head up into the city proper a little bit. Upon which, arriving at the Marina City Enclave, it's pretty obvious that this is the place you're looking for. It's one of the more secured structures in the area. It's got a solid wall with a number of support pillars, keeping this wall even stronger. It's also a steel wall compared to some of the other ramshackle defenses that we've found at other locations. That being said, one of the two metal gates that keeps this place safe from what's outside, one of those gates is broken completely off its hinges. There's no sign of the gate anywhere. There's some rubble on one of the pillars where the gate used to be attached. The second gate is still very much intact, but the entry gate has just been completely removed from its hinges and from the scene entirely. This is where our group will be approaching the site. And yeah, there's not a whole lot of room here in the intro area, but that always just makes it more exciting in the opening go. Alright, let's get your tokens. In play. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I forgot I didn't dynamically light the walls, so my guy that's hidden around the wall right there, everybody can clearly see. Don't mind me!
Why is Galric here?
Because he should
I
be.
was gonna say
God, we
that.
found him.
Exactly.
He found his way out of the dimension, man.
That's right. Another dimension. Another dimension. Alright, so yeah, let's all step on up here. And I'm thinking the most obvious introduction to this would be whichever of you is going in first will immediately spot this thing on the other side of the wall, much as it is aware of your presence. This appears to be a pretty quick assembly job of an automaton. It looks like a pogo stick with 3 limbs that are capable of probably basic repairs and maintenance, and quite possibly a moderate level of violence. There is no surprise present here. It is not just lying in wait in ambush. It's literally just kind of just sitting here up against the wall like it finished whatever it was doing there and has just been waiting here for something else to do, and whichever of you happens to walk in first, in this case, why not, Cedar? Hey! And it's ready for its assault here. And the rest of us...
I need to take this thing out.
What thing?
That thing.
Oh, the
I don't know,
droid.
whatever you're talking about. Yeah.
It's known as a tritomaton. And we will get a actual turn order going here. Now that we've all got tokens on the board, let's go ahead and roll those up.
Is he an Uber driver?
Do I roll a separate initiative for my dragon, or does he go on the same one as me? Or after me, rather.
It would have its own initiative.
Okay, cool. I'll roll that as well then.
Nah, Brad, that guy's DoorDash.
Makes sense. I wasted my good initiative on the last one.
All to not even go first place. Oh, he still edged me out by a dexterity point there at least. So all of you and then this weird little droid here will take its turn. So Micah has, I believe, the top spot. Let's just double check. Oh, we're still rolling.
It's for my wormling, sir.
Make sure there are no ties. How come it didn't populate?
Just because it doesn't have an initiative thing on its sheet, so I have to roll it manually.
It should. It does. It's
Did
to
I
the
miss
right of
it?
its armor class. It has a little D20 where it says init.
Oh, I did not see that. My bad.
Yeah, it's how the monster sheets all look. All right, no ties though. So yes, Micah, first turn. Go right ahead. Yes, everybody should be
All
at
right,
full
I guess
health.
I will walk through the gate to where I can see it, and then I will drop my echo on the far side of it and take a couple swings.
All right.
Ignore the fire damage, I haven't lit it up.
That's after the first hit. And crunch. That's after the second hit. Getting so used to fighting things that can actually fucking take some damage. You walk in and that ain't shit.
All right, I walk up here, I don't see anything else.
All right.
Yeah, it's turn.
Okay, Cedar, your turn is next. You're like, hey, there's something. Oh, there was something. Oh dear. And that indeed would count as the next hostile encounter. And thus voiding the Comet card that Zara drew earlier tonight's session.
Don't say anything.
Well, that fucked you over, Zara.
I'm just gonna move up by Micah.
All right, so Cedar is just moving.
And then I will cast protection from evil and good on Micah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we'll put that little icon there. Concentration for you. And there comes a loud mechanical thudding from the other side of this shack here. And then this thing comes stumbling out, breaks through the parking stanchion here. With a single, actually a double step over here. Very clumsy the way this thing moves around. It does not appear to be the most dexterous of automatons, but it steps forward onto Micah and makes a pincer attack. It follows that up with a spike attack, and then it calls it a day after that. That's going to bring up Zara's turn here.
She's gonna firebolt the claw.
All right. Solid shot right there. This thing definitely seems to have a little more heft to it.
That's her turn.
Alrighty. Just before we get too far into this, I don't want to hold hands or anything, but does anybody in the group have a Fates card that they want to use to undo what happened? That would be one possible way to restore the Comet card and allow a redo in that situation. It's a pretty slim chance, but just in case.
You can use my fake card if I have one.
You don't have a fake card.
Well, I still offered it.
And I use the Twist of Fate on the Spindle of Fate to make myself miss by expending 3 charges.
Shoot. Well, I was gonna rule of cool it there, but the problem is you took 2 attacks on it and you only have 1 reaction. So you could have burned all 6 charges to make both of those attacks miss, but you only have 1 reaction to use on the Twist of Fate. So even still, one of those attacks is gonna hit, and that will counter the specifics of the Comet card.
Hey, you gave my Echo its own reaction, and it has a shadowy spindle.
It does not have the same magic item, no. It does have its own reaction. That would have potentially been one, but we do not have 2 legendary magic items of that sort in play.
But can it use its reaction on my space and cancel the second hit? And I'll burn all 6 charges for the day.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I wasn't thinking, or I wouldn't have even attacked.
That and you possibly lose the item if it drops down.
Yeah,
to
don't
0.
do that.
Yeah, she's got plenty of level ups.
Well, we also run into the whole thing about meta knowledge and stuff, because it's not like Micah knew that Zara had this ability to kill a thing and get a level.
I got one.
Lay on.
One final thing.
It's
to
fine.
look up.
It's fine.
I'm still sad about Pizza Bot.
Yeah, it's been an interesting session, no doubt. Celeste, go ahead with your turn.
I'll fly over to the other side of this dude, take some swings.
This thing is pretty resilient, HP and AC wise. 18 armor class. Second one will get through. As will the third one. Less the undead damage.
And I'll just hang out right there.
Oh yeah, we play hard here. Absolutely. Even when we have faith cards in play, there are opportunities for them to be used. Where did my Tritomenon? Oh, that's right. I rolled the lowest possible initiative. All right, let's see what the Wormling can do on its first turn. Be careful.
Alright,
This thing is pretty underpowered for this location.
Oh no, I know.
Well, not
That's
this
why
location. This campaign. So far, this
This
location
campaign,
has been.
yeah.
So far, this.
He's gonna be served more as a pet than he is gonna be an actual like war utility thingy. But he is going to go ahead and fly this way, but he's going to go ahead and fly up. "40 feet that direction, and I guess I'll go ahead and fly up right there. I don't think he has any ranged options that isn't gonna hit everyone else.
Probably just has the breath weapon.
Yeah, well, the breath weapon's gonna hit other people, which I don't want to do right now.
Exactly.
So yeah, he's just gonna kind of like hold his action just in case if he sees something that he can actually help with.
Okay. Let's see what Vale's got.
But he kind of walks cautiously forward, still kind of uncertain about his new companions at this point, and watches them also. You know, he sees the pile of rubble over there, watches them surround that one, and he's just gonna kind of probably just take the dodge action and keep an eye out for other threats, because from the sounds of what they were talking about, there's like a lot of these things and they're a problem. So he's watching for other threats right now.
All right. As usual, this gloom makes spotting things difficult, but I think Terry may have found something down here. Yep, she's the one that spots this one down here. The whirly drone!
Isn't it like one of those hats with the propeller on the top of the hat?
Kind of. Guess we're gonna have to get that thing in on the initiative. And I guess now would be the time for it to activate. Yeah, it's just gonna kind of stir in response to Zara's presence there atop the wall right there. It's a 20-foot high wall, so you're just kind of hugging the top of it. Are you trying to stay firmly on the other side of it, or are you trying to get a peek over?
I was looking over.
Alright then, it's gonna fire a ranged attack in your direction. See what we got here. Brightness beam of 15. This is just a ray of very bright light that is aimed more or less at the top of the wall rather than at you, so that is something you avoid entirely. And following that, it's going to, in fact, hover over the top of the rather fortified-looking building that it was positioned up against the back of. And then we pass it over to Silkus's turn. You know that your pet beat you on initiative? It's the first time it rolled anything, and it just made you look like a fool.
Yeah, well, it's an extension of me, so it makes me look good, so shut up. I'm just gonna hold an action to attack any one of the hostile things if they come in range that I can see.
Alright.
Any new ones, that is.
Well, that's going to bring it to Skull Crusher. Almost tasted that pizza.
He's still sad about
Man,
that.
there's so many heartbreaks in these campaigns. The oil puddle, the lost pizza, the comment card. Yikes.
Or were you gonna mention the spiral staircase?
I mean, that's kind of a
That was just
lighthearted
funny.
moment.
That was just funny.
Oh god, it's a cloud kill. Whatever will we do? I don't know. Go through it? Hey, you found an unlocked window and a busted up, yeah, looks like people were playing cards in here at one point. Managed to step on in here. No sign of any pizza, though. He's rolling perception. Maybe there's some pizza in here.
That's my turn.
All right. Tritomaton is up. Oh, gosh. How did we set this up? I don't know. We'll see if this works out on the macro. I don't think it's going to. I think I may have to do something manual. But let's draw some line here. This looks pretty good right here. We got a 10-foot cube AoE. Mica and Cedar are the primary targets of this. This is one attack against both your ACs. It can hit one of you and not hit the other one. So just be advised on that. Yeah, that's incorrect. I knew it wasn't going to work. Oh, I see where the issue is. That's why. Okay. The attack is correct. The damage is horribly off. So we're going to keep that result, but we're going to use this damage. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, you guys just got impacted by a tank shell. And there is a big gouge in the concrete right here. And you guys saw where I traced that line of sight from. Over here from the west, as it just smashes down right there on the two of you. Even if it's a missed attack, it's still half damage there. And of course,
it would be an advantage because they can't see it.
correct. I doubt it can miss with a 30, but you never know.
Oh, I take half damage on that because it's piercing.
That is correct. There is no MDC, SDC distinction like in Palladium, but the damage rolled on this thing is definitely Palladium inspired. 3d4 times 10. This thing can shred down the hardiest of you. And while all of you heard the discharge of that tank shell, and of course the impact of it, you don't hear any mighty rumbling vehicle off in that direction. So that will take care of that. And in fact, we've got some movement here as one of these tritomatons moves into view right here. I can't even pronounce their frickin' names, and I created them. Tritomaton 3, Tritomaton 5. Oh, that's another one moving out there. You guys don't even see. Moving on through here. They're definitely shooting out of your guys' line of sight. Faux show. And that's all we got for them. So top of the next round. Did Cedar get that damage? He looks remarkably healthy for a guy that just took 80 hit points.
Yes.
Go ahead with your turn there, Micah.
See if we can't end this thing in front of us.
$35 damage and 39 damage between the two of those. That will get it done. Chop that claw down to size. Oh, there it is.
And I will fly my character over here a little closer and see what all is attacking me.
Yes, indeed. That is one busted up tank that has seen better days. It does not appear to be moving at all, tucked behind that wall of sandbags. But the cannon still appears very much operational. Cedar needs to roll concentration. DC 40. That is correct.
All right, that is all my movement. And that's turn.
Alright, so yeah, we'll get rid of that prot versus good evil, and we'll pass it over to Cedar's turn, who definitely could benefit from some HP regain.
Do I need to roll concentration?
I don't even think you can make that DC, so I'm pretty sure it just goes down.
Yeah, I would say.
Not every day you get shot in the face with a frickin' tank cannon, and you're just like, all right, motherfuckers, what else you got?
Cedar's going to lay on hands on himself to get that 50 points back.
Hey, get a room.
That'll take me back up 50.
Not bad. When this HP bar hits 88, you're going to see some serious shit. He got his 6 regen at the start of the turn, I noticed.
Yeah.
Good spot.
I can move right there.
All right.
And that is all he's got.
Looks like it's up to the claw. And yeah, Micah is in a good position where he can see a row of them just lined up here in the hallway. And they appear to be activating as we speak. It's going to take them actually part of their turn just to come fully online. And the rest of our turn just to do some movement here. Oh, that's right, we got 30 speed. This one just does a straight shot right there. Not quite enough to get into range. This one tries a more optimal route, but likewise doesn't have enough to get there. And then an open door over here, and another claw steps out. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Likewise, not quite enough space to get up there to Micah. If he had chosen one row to the south, he'd have a whole bunch of in melee. That's claw, 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 claw. I think only one of them... Or no, they can't. None of them can attack. Just one of them got in position next to him. And that'll bring Zara's turn up, who got shot at by a whirly drone, and then that thing flew off over the rooftop to the west after missing her.
She can't see it when she goes down here, so.
No sight of it.
What can she see? She can't see much. Oh, there's one she sees. So she sees this one right here. So she is going to fireball that one too.
Fireball?
Firebolt.
Oh.
I wish fireball.
I was like, fireball?
I wish.
Damn.
No. Firebolt.
Take that, Micah!
No.
He owes me.
No.
In her defense, she can't see you.
Yeah. Firebolt. Firebolt.
That'll certainly hit, and we don't have any fire resistance, so yeah, you just melt a solid chunk off of this thing.
And she's moving again somewhere over here, I guess. And then she's done.
All right. That's over to Celeste for your next turn.
I was hoping I'd see more of them, actually. These are normal 5-foot squares, right?
They are, yes. And this one is clearly visible with its top half sticking out from the top of the tank there.
Okay. I'll just come here and get flank. I can't really do what I wanted to do, so I will just start swinging.
Okay. 2 for 2. Oh boy. That's pretty cool. Chopping through this thing real quick.
Yeah. And then have all these other ones all surrounding me, but you know, it's great.
Oh yeah, good times.
That's where I am.
Alright. Let's go back to Whirly Drone. Where did she go? I guess we'll go check it out. 35, 40. Take a dash action. 20, 30, 40. Skull Crusher can hear something buzzing above the rooftop above his head. Cedar actually sees this thing appear just over the rooftop near him at the end of its dash. And yep, there's that Whirly Drone that opened fire on Zara a few moments ago, floating 30 feet high. It took all of its turn just to get over here, though, so that's all it's got. Let's pass it to... we got a couple characters here who had ready actions. I don't know if the Wormling or Silkus is in position to do something about this guy, but there he is nonetheless.
Yeah, both of my held actions are partially. The dragon wouldn't be able to hit him, but so his action would be wasted, but my action would go off. And I just simply take a firebolt at him.
You guys use cantrips like you know that you're not going to be getting rests anytime soon. Very smart.
And I'm still at full spell
Was
slots
it-
aside from
but-
my 2 gauntlets.
I'm sorry, what is this damage? You expect me to fucking, like, go over to this health bar to tick off 3 points of damage?
It's not my fault I rolled well, bitch.
No, you're the one that rolled the dice. If it's not your fault, whose is it?
It's the dice gods, okay?
That's
It's my poor luck.
In the words of Immortan Joe, mediocre.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
Does he look like a bitch?
Oh!
Okay.
Scorched earth, you dick!
Would it go to my dragon's turn, or my wormling's turn, though?
It is now the Wormling's turn, yes.
Okay, so he'll go ahead and fly down to over here, and he'll go ahead and use his breath on the drone. It would not hit Cedar since it's only 15 foot, so it would just hit the end of the drone, and that would be it for him.
Plus Cedar's on the ground, and we're airborne.
Yeah, exactly. And that's this guy, I believe. Does it work just the way I've
Skull
never
Crusher.
used these
Yeah.
guys? That's why I was okay.
Oh yeah,
I've
that's
never
how all my
used
sheets
monster
look.
tokens, so
Yep.
sorry,
It's a
I've
fun
never
little
used monster
glimpse.
tokens before. Yeah.
Yeah, always cool to get a look at other sides of the
So
the game.
it's DC 13 Constitution saving throw, and then on a failed 22 Thunder, and it's incapacitated, and on a successful half. So it beat it. So it would just be the 11 Thunder damage.
We will take all.
And sorry, I forgot how much he moved. So that was 30. So he's just
60.
going to. Yeah, he's got 60 flying. Yeah. So he's just gonna fly back up to there.
Okay.
And that will be his turn. And then I gotta remember to roll the d6 on his next turn to recharge his breath.
I like to use the little
but-
purple token there to indicate rechargeables.
Alright, cool. I'll remember that then. But that will be the end of his turn.
Yeah, this thing is, it's taken a lot to keep this heavy thing aloft, and even taking that bit of damage, it loses some elevation briefly before it rights itself back at the 30 feet, kind of instinctively. But Vale is up next in the turn order.
move up to there. I'll call out. We should try to stick somewhat together. Don't split up too much.
What if there's a second tank?
Who said that?
I should add a second tank. It was garlic. Clearly it was garlic.
Garlic would never betray us. Kind of.
Well, that's why he's trying to help you out. He's reinforcing Vale's his suggestions here. Anything else for Vale there, or are he just moving and calling out suggestions?
Yeah, I was just looking at my cantrips. So I'm going to bonus action to cast Shillelagh, and then I'm going to hit that whirly bird thing with Sacred Flame.
I was like, you're going to hit me with a shillelagh from 30 feet on the ground? Holy moly. Sacred Flame, Dexterity save. Ooh, we're good at those. Whoa! Oh, well, your DC is higher than we're used to. But at least we get healed for 3, huh?
No, I forgot that. I checked that.
Alright. Radiant will likewise do full damage there, and this thing is very clumsily keeping itself aloft. Every bit of damage causes it to kind of jerk wildly before it retains its ability to keep itself in flight.
That's it. I did my move action and bonus action.
Alright. Let's pass it over to Senor Smoothbutt.
I didn't notice. I forgot to ask when I did it, but I didn't notice it taking more damage to fire. Right? It's just normal. Normal
correct.
damage.
Yeah. So far,
Okay,
none of
cool.
these have resisted or been vulnerable to anything.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check because I forgot to ask.
All good.
But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and send another firebolt at it.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and inspo that.
This on the whirly drone.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay. Well, a crit.
That's also incorrect on the crit damage.
Oh, that should be 20 crit.
What?
So just add another 10 damage. It's
What?
2d10.
Okay. Okay. Well, either way, that was gonna be a big thing right there. And yes, we're going down, and we're going down hard. 30-foot drop. Why don't you roll 3d6 there and see how much fall damage this thing is taking? Either way, it's going to be perfectly positioned for... Well, you could have destroyed it with the fall damage, but either way, it's going to fall... Let's see at what facing here. Yep, it's pretty much going to hit the side of the building and then fall right down here to the ground in front of the window, right in front of Skull Crusher. And
You mean Cedar, right?
Well, in front of both of them. You can't see Skull Crusher in there, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was in there. Mother.
Right, he's perfectly obscured from your point of view there. But anything else for your turn?
Yeah, no, I'll just stick there. Yeah, that will be my turn.
All right. And speaking of Skull Crusher, it is your turn as you just see this clumsy machine come crashing down in front of the window that you're hiding behind. Or sitting behind, I should say. Skull Crusher doesn't hide. Are you just not even going to give a shit about it? You're just going to walk out and
Skull Crusher
screw
don't
you.
care about drone.
Screw you. I'm out of here. Go search everything. Ah, that's right.
Fuck you.
He's just looking for pizza.
That's right. I found something. It's cheesy. It looks cheesy. Oh wait, that's just a storage container.
This is a tasty burger.
Oh yeah, we gonna
I'm
have some
locked
tasty.
in a fucking closet accidentally. I can't get out.
Oh, that sounds like a you problem. Feel free to. Oh, he closed the
my
door
gosh.
again. I just helped him out, and he just goes and closes the door on himself again. Here you go. Yeah, that
I was
first.
waiting for him to close the door on himself again.
This first one is an old refrigerator unit that has nothing within it and is not currently active. The next room is filled with canned goods. Many of them long since expired, but in this kind of apocalyptic setting, worth their weight in gold.
Okay. I guess I could use my extra movement then to go on and check it out.
If you so like.
And start loading up for the rest of the group to have some food if we need it.
All right. Say it's approximately 1,000 gold pieces worth of foodstuffs. And if that is
And
it for
that's
you,
my turn.
we'll pass it back to the... Oh, what's up?
I said that's not a lot of food. That's not even a pizza's worth.
Exactly. Oh, the poor pizza bot. Oh, that reminds me.
Too soon, man.
While I
Too
went
soon.
down the road of adding the pizza bot to our encounter earlier, I discovered a different map pack that I feel like I gotta pick up at some point because it had a pizza golem and a peanut butter golem. I was like, what is this?
No, leave that pack alone. I don't want to deal with it.
I mean, the peanut butter golem could be particularly like your characters are just going to be finding peanut butter in your gear for the rest of the campaign. That's like, the only one worse would be if I created a syrup golem. Oh crap! We'll never get it out.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to
That
hear the
sounds
bitching from
amazing.
I don't want to hear the bitching from my staff for the rest of the campaign.
Oh boy, yes, behold the syrup. It's got a syrup breath weapon that just sticks you all in place. Ah, yes, this sucks. Difficult terrain. All right, well, the Tritomatons are up next. We've got a few of them in the mix over here. Let's start with the less lethal action. This one's going to come on over and get a flank on Celeste. Each of them get a single metallic slap attack with the flank. Looks like 2 for 2 right there. 10 and 8 physical damage. And then we got this one right here, number 4. We're going to step up on Micah here, get the loose flank. Likewise, metallic slap. 26 to hit. 10 physical there.
Making 5.
Alright. And then a little bit of the same action here from Tritomaton 6. No, not so good that time around.
And the fact that it's a slap makes me just think it walks up to Mike and goes, "Hey, Micah, what's the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap."
Oh boy. And we did have a clear-cut decision between Micah and Celeste before all these other guys went and got in the way. Micah had a clear 10-foot cube around him. Now both of you have one of our cohorts in the region with you, so let's randomize this. Which one of you's getting shot? Or, well, Silkus is perfectly on the other side of the shack out here, so we have no line of sight to him. Vale is likewise around the corner of the building. We don't see him. Cedar, we might have line of sight. Nope, we gotta go through Or no, that's just the courtyard, so we do have line of sight on Cedar if we wanted to. On the other hand, we got 2 people right up here in our face. Yeah, we're going to stick with the original. All right, Kimberly drew the short straw. Oh, dear God. 25 to hit, 80 piercing damage. You just got blasted with a tank shell. The Tritomaton right here has 55 hit points on its best day, so 80 damage just sends shrapnel raining in all directions.
Of course, and she's got, invulnerable. She's just like, what?
Exactly. Yeah, that didn't even get through her invulnerability shield. Superpowers, bitch. That's it for the Tritomatons. Let's pass it over. That's right, we don't have the invulnerability set on her token here.
Yeah, each time we load in new tokens, we have to reset it.
Yeah, I just need to attach that to her character sheet, and that will amend that. While we're doing that, Micah, it is your turn. Top of our final round of the evening.
Well, the echo that's back there will be dismissed as I resummon it right in front of this tank,
Oh boy.
hovering to where it can slap on that guy.
Oh boy.
And I will take 2 slaps to start it.
35 and 20, yep. That's going to destroy the one operating the tank. So that's a good thing.
Then I will just move it up here to be able to take a swing on the next turn.
Very, very good.
And I'll heal because I keep forgetting to do that.
Ah, yeah, don't do that. Okay, gonna get Silkus token all set up here, but Grant, you're up next.
It won't let me grab my token and move it.
Really?
Yeah, I can move the screen, just not my token.
Oh, try, you may have it set to pan instead of select at the top left right there, the difference between the pointer and the hand.
Reminder, in case you forgot, that drone is still alive.
Correct. It did not attack of opportunity on Skullcrusher when he ran off, nor did it attack of opportunity on Cedar just now. It's just sitting there like a useless piece of scrap, longingly looking for somebody to put it out of its misery, and you guys are just not giving it anything good.
So I will move up and attack the one in between me and Celeste.
All right. Let's see. We are not undead, we're not vulnerable to radiant, but it does deal the radiant damage plus your expert fighter, so yep, we'll take all that. Okay. Ouch! And that's going to finish off that automaton. They are just chittering at each other in computer speak binary here, which is just all kinds of old school connecting to the internet noise to those of you standing close by. Is that it for
And that's all I got. Yep.
Very good. We'll pass it over to the claws. Not to be confused with Santa. There is a good... Yeah, there's 4 of them here.
Are we talking the claw from like the first Toy Story movie? Is that what claw are we talking about?
I designed them more after Jim Carrey and Liar Liar. Nothing can stop the claw!
Okay, Jesus.
You're scared of the claw. The claw's coming to get ya. Alright, let's first start off over here and get cedar on the sides of a flank. This is going to be a pincer and a spike from each of them. And oh dear, that's a miss, and then a natural 20, and then a 25, and then a 23. All three of those second ones will hit. I think you've got that resilience boon as well, though, so at least have all that down to 6, 7, 7, and 8. 28 damage total, I think. Next claw right here is going to spin its torso around and focus on Micah here while we've got the flank. Ouch! Natural 20 right there for 20 damage even after your resistance. What else we got? Claw number 3. We're gonna go up here and attack the Echo. .24 for 22. Speaks to the others in binary, informing them I think it's a hologram. And we'll follow that up with another spike attack on Micah with the loose flank, which is a 24 to hit. 24 to hit for 17 there. Was there something wrong with that, Grant?
Yeah, the text was bad. There were some
Yeah,
typos.
the typos.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I just kind of looked past that. I saw what you meant, not what you wrote.
It's still the blood of Ashura.
Yes. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got those. Oh, this one forgot to activate. Ah, that's okay. You can stay in there. We didn't want to rally the whole base into this one sector. Let that be your indication to not spread out all over the place, lest you trigger all the other encounters that potentially exist out here in this sea of fog. Okay, that will do it for the claws. That will bring it back to Zara, who, thanks to super speed back there, is just... She doesn't even have super speed. I think she just has the epic boon of speed.
Yeah, and mobile.
Oh,
Or
jeez.
something, I don't know. Yeah. Let me see, she's gonna pop over here, see if she can see anything. She's gonna go over here. Oh, she's starting to see something. Yes. Okay, so she sees this one. And she's gonna go after him. Or it.
All right. Yarg. Your crit damage is set incorrectly as well. If you count that as true, it's going to be 52 points of damage if you spend the inspiration.
Sure.
Well, that's just going to melt that down to a pile of slag.
And that's her turn.
Okay, Celeste just sees a mighty flash of fire melt this one down next to her.
Yeah, so all the ones right around me are dead, so I will fly over here. And This time it's gonna be extra lightning damage just because I wanted to see if that did something different.
All right. We will take all of that as well. 24, 30. Ouch. As it's been with that. Yep, neither vulnerable nor resistant to the lightning damage came through as true.
Alright, well, I tried. Yeah, I'll just hang out right there then.
All right. Well, the whirly drone is, let's see here. That's not what we want. That's cover, that's open. Which one of you blasted me out of the sky? Was that this dragon or was that Vale? Or was that Silkus?
You get no answers from me.
Alright, I'm attacking Zara.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, it was me who attacked him.
I thought it was you. Yeah, we're gonna try to regain our motion of flight here. That's gonna be an athletics check, actually.
Reaction, telekinesis, him pushing back to the ground. I don't have that. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, we are just barely able to get any kind of lift, not even a full 5 feet off the ground. One of its propellers is just severely dinged up. But it's going to try to take an attack.
Its propellers off of him.
It's going to try and attack you nevertheless. Yarg! I think we gotcha.
Yep.
28, 15
I don't
radiant.
see how it would have disadvantage on me, so yeah, it would hit me.
Yep, straight shot, 35 feet. We got range of 60 plus. That is it for the whirly drone, and that's over to your sapphire wormling.
Let me take the damage off of my thingy first. Or off of my shield thing.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, he's like just hovering basically off the ground. He's just ground level, more or less.
Exactly.
The drone.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. And I'll adjust this thing, but he's going ground level next to him.
Okay.
And he's gonna attack his ass. Hopefully kill him.
Oh, jeez. I had 5 hit points left. Have mercy.
Little guy was hungry, okay.
Man. That just put Brad's frickin' bite attack to shame right there. This thing's... Oh, gosh.
Little dude was hungry, alright, man.
Yeah, that's kind of
and then-
speaking to that meme I posted the other day, why lizard folk is better than dragonborn, because lizard folk is everything a lizard does but better, and a dragon folk is not quite what a dragon does and everything worse.
Hey, quick question. Would you possibly be able to give me sight on the token? Because I don't have sight through the baby dragon.
That's asking too much.
But he will go to there and he will go back up to 30 feet. I will adjust that in between turns, but that's the end of this turn.
Cool. You should be able to see through it now. I'm going to link that
I can, yeah.
permanently, so that shouldn't be an issue going forward. And we approach the end of the round. Vale is up next.
Quick question. How long has it been since we were at the tower?
Since we were... maybe an hour.
The Macabre languages lasts an hour, so is it still up?
It probably would have expired maybe like 5-10 minutes ago.
Okay. So I was gonna see if I could understand the computer language. Alright, so the dragon pounced, tore that thing apart. Alright. I hear no more of those big ass tank booms. I don't know what a tank is, but I hear those booms happening again. I remember it happened last time, so I better see who needs healing over there. Alright, seeing that, I can see Mike is pretty hurt compared to everybody else, but I can't get to him yet, so I'm going to just Sacred Flame that injured one by Celeste.
Okay. Oh, let's try our deck save with this clunky thing. Oh, pretty good considering, but not good enough. Take all that radiant. All right. We're getting there. Silkus up next.
While I'm taking my turn, was there a command that you could press on like a token to only see through that token's eyes, or
Control
am I
L.
remembering something? Control L.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's still giving me the it's previewing not as
Yeah.
Silkus, but it's giving me the vision
It
of
doesn't always work,
the
sadly.
dragon as well. Yeah.
I try to use it on the player screen right here, and if you're watching on the stream, like I'll try to look through. Vale's kind of out here in the open, but I'll try to look through just your line of sight here, and you can even see where it says previewing as Silkus here.
Yeah,
Actually, no, you can't see that, but yeah, I just have.
Oh,
no
it
line
says
of
it on
sight.
mine as well. Yeah, don't worry, it's all good. I'll just use the ruler in cases of question.
Good.
I'll go ahead and send a firebolt at this one right here.
All right. Number 3. That will connect exactly 18 AC.
Cool. And that will be my turn.
All right, over to Skull Crusher, who is currently finding the food. You hear all kinds of battle going on outside, though. Interesting looking machines inside of this room here to the right. Maybe not as interesting as the ones attacking your friends here, though. Oh, he killed himself. Fuck. Man, that sucks.
I don't know what the fuck. Oh, okay, I got rid of it, but it. Fuck, I gave myself the wrong symbol. Sorry about that.
Look, I got rid of it. Yeah.
So, entering a rage.
Rage time, all right. Get you set up with that. Go ahead.
attack on that dude. Triple tongue.
Number 4. You want the one that you don't have the flank with on Cedar?
Oh shit! I thought I had a. Yeah, I can't have it flanked with Mika.
Not from that angle. If you stepped one to the left instead of approaching on the side with Cedar, you would have flank on that one. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Attack and extra attack, but I don't get the bite because I used it for the rage, right?
Correct. That is.
That's my turn.
Hit and hit again. And 13. Okay. And last but not least, the Tritomatons themselves will take their actions. I think I've only got 2 of them left. Looks like number 6, number 4. Number 6 will... Yeah, we'll step on around this way. Get the flank on Micah. Metallic slap. Yeah, right. The one that Skull Crusher just attacked will likewise try to slap him back. Not quite. And that is gonna be it for all of that. Just gotta finalize this last little bit here. I lost track of the original flag icon I was using, so we'll use this one here instead to indicate this room here just to the southwest of Vale, south of Celeste, as a point of interest. Want to check on that at a later point. We'll want to get that initiative copied over for the next Tuesday's session. And we will start our closing ceremonies. Definitely a bit of a moody session here. We had a couple of letdowns, a couple of moments of excitement, a few moments of hilarity as well. So it was kind of all over the place here tonight. But sometimes that is the mixed bag. That is D&D, and nobody else I'd rather share it with here than on Tuesday night with the Tuesday crew. So hope you all had a good time tonight. That is a wrap for session 19. Look at us getting up on session 20 next time around in 2 weeks. That is a day off as well, now that we're back on the bi-weekly schedule. Tomorrow night off. Thursday, we return to Cyberpunk Waterdeep with their session 19, as we will finally discover who this lost Jedi is. I may put it to a poll as well, but the only issue with that is if I put it to a poll, I will reveal who it is, and I don't know if I want to do that. So we'll see you Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, with some more RU Gaming, because you know, friends, there is no RU without you. Have a good night, all. Much love.
Good session, y'all.
Awesome. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
Just
about to
saying.
happen is gonna be hard to watch.
What do you want?
but I'll be there because I'm taking my laptop.